With the simple strategy I'm going to show you today, you're going to learn a large majority of how the game of craps really works. You'll understand how to make place bets on all the numbers, you'll understand some payouts, and this is a great strategy to actually win some good money with. Let's check it out. Casino craps. It might look complicated, but at its core, it's a simple game. Roll the dice, bet on the correct number, and win. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. So a big part of this game takes place when this puck is off. That's when the pass or don't pass come into play. Now for this video, we're not going to talk about that. You could check out my beginner series at my website, colorup.club. We're going to focus on what to do when this puck goes on a number. Today's strategy, we're going to be using place bets. A place bet means you place a bet directly on the number you want. Well, let me rephrase that. As a player, you cannot place it directly on the number. You put it on the table and the dealer will place it for you. So with today's strategy, we're going to need a $10 table. So the minimum bet is going to have to be $10. And you'll understand where that comes into play a little bit later on. So once the puck is on, that means the game is on. And it doesn't really matter which number it's on. I'm just going to put it on the floor for now. What we're going to do is take $66, or if you don't have the change, take $70 and put it on the table in front of you and let the dealer know you would like to bet $66 on the inside numbers. If you give him $70, he's going to take that and give you your change of $4 because remember I said it's a $66 bet. You can put that change in your rack. Now he is then going to set you up at a $10 table at $15 amounts. So on the 5 and 9, he's going to put $15 bets, and then on the 6 and 8, he's also going to put $15 bets. But remember, at 66, he's going to actually put $18 on the 6 and 8. Now the 6 and 8, we always want to bet in amounts of $6, and that's because that's how it gets paid properly. The proper payout on this, so this is what you're going to learn, is that it pays 7 to 6. So every $6 you bet, you're going to get paid 7. If you only bet 15, it wouldn't pay properly and they'd have to round down on you. So we're going to start off with $18 bets on the 6 and 8 and $15 bets on the 5 and 9. $15 bets are okay here because they pay 7 to 5. So every $5 is going to win 7. So these pay 7 to 5, these pay 7 to 6. No matter what hits, we're going to win $21. Something else you could know about this is with this bet, you have half of the dice combinations covered. So there are a total of 36 dice combinations in this game. With the 6 and 8, you get 5 each. With the 5 and 9, you get 4 each. We have 18 dice combos of the 36. So we have a 50-50 chance of hitting one of these numbers. That's pretty good odds. Now, let's say one of them rolls. Let's say the 5 rolls. Our $15, remember, all these are going to get paid $21. So our $15 is going to get paid $21. Now, if you wanted to, you could put this $21 in your rack. You've won $21. Congratulations. These bets you can actually take down as well. So take all these bets down and you could leave the casino with a $21 profit just like that. But we're going to be a little more strategic about this and then hope for a longer roll and we could win a lot more than just $21. So with our $21 in winnings, we're now going to tell the dealer we would like to put $10 on the 4 and 10. Now this is why you need a $10 table minimum. If it was a $15 table minimum, you would have to put $15 on the 4 and 10. We don't have $15 with our winnings. But we do have $20 here. So the dealer, I'd like $10 on the 4 and 10. He could put $10 here, $10 here. We could take this extra dollar and put it in our rack. Now the nice thing about this is now we have all these place bet numbers covered. We now have 24 of the possible 36 combinations. So it's very likely one of our numbers is going to roll. Now how does the place bet on the 4 and 10 pay? Well, they pay 9 to 5. So for every $5 bet, you're going to win $9. We have a $10 bet here, it's going to pay $18. So if we roll one of these, we're going to win 21. If we roll one of these numbers, we're going to win 18. So remember, we've hit one number once. Now we're just looking for a second number to roll of ours. So this time, let's say it is the 10 that rolls. Our $10 is going to win us $18. It doesn't matter what rolls. No matter what rolls, we're going to win 21 or 18. We're then going to tell the dealer, take my bets down to 44 inside. The dealer is going to keep 44 and give you the rest of the money back. He's then going to set you up at a $44 level, $10 on the 5 and 9, $12 on the 6 and 8. Remember, on the 6 and 8, we're always betting in amounts of $6. Now this money you're going to go ahead and put in your rack, but first let me show you the situation you're in. So we have 25, 50, 55, 60, and then remember we won $1 earlier, so $61. We've won $61. We have $44 in bets working for us. We have locked up a $17 profit. Now that's with the hit on the 10. If we would have hit another inside number, an extra $3 in profit. So we would have had a $20 profit with $44 working for us. We're playing risk-free with a $17 to $20 profit. We've got half the dice combos working for us. And from here, you can do whatever you want. Continue just collect bets or spread out again or press your bets up for bigger bets to win more money. You have a lot of flexibility because you've already locked in a profit and have bets up here for you. Now I call this strategy the $66 spread because we start with 66, then we spread to the 4 and 10. On our second hit, we go back down to 44 inside, playing risk-free with a locked-in profit. Let's test it out with a live roll. Now, I like to have enough bankroll to play approximately 10 shooters. This strategy costs $66. I'm going to play with 500, 5, 6, 700, somewhere in there should be plenty, and that's in worst case scenario. So we should win some bets and last longer than that. Now, if you're the shooter, you're going to be required to make either a pass or don't pass. We're just going to assume someone else is rolling the dice, and we're going to wait for him to establish a point, get the game going, and then we'll start our bets. So here we go. Some other shooter coming out. Let's see what number they get. 3 craps. That's not a box number, so the game's still off. The puck's still off. Yo 11, same problem. It's not a problem. It's just part of the game. There's the 5. So they're going to mark the 5. Now we're going to bet our 66 inside. We don't have exact change, so there's 50, there's 70. Put it on the table in front of you. Dealer, we want 66 inside. We'll get $4 in change. You can put that in your rack, and then you'll get set up here. So $15 on the 5 and 9, and $18 on the 6 and 8. And step 1, we got to roll one of these numbers. Here we go, 5, 6, 8, or 9. We've got half of them. There's a 3, that's the other half. There's an 8, there we go, 8 easy. So 18 is going to pay 21. Now with this, you're going to tell the dealer, place my 4 and 10 for 10 each. He'll do that. And then this, we're going to put in our rack. Now we've got all these dice combos working for us. We just need one more hit. Here we go. There's the 8 hard. Okay, great. So this 18, again, is going to pay 21. Dealer, take me down to 44 inside. So we'll go like this. This will all come out to you. And we can go 44 inside. Okay, there. 44 inside. And because we hit the 8 or the 6 or 8 twice, we have a $20 profit locked up. And these bets working for us. Now from here, you could do whatever you want. You can again spread out to other numbers, maybe play some hard ways, play the field, maybe you press up your numbers, kind of whatever you want. I'm going to do a little mix of maybe press and then collect. So we'll see what happens with that. Here we go. No, we're not going to do anything. There's the quick 7 out, but it doesn't matter. We already got our profit for the shooter. So down these come. Again, it was risk-free. Puck goes off. Nice thing about strategies like this is, you know, the average roll only lasts 8.5 rolls. So that 7 is supposed to come once at every 6. So we're getting our profit back very quickly. Let's see if we could do it again. New shooter coming out, looking to establish a point. 2 craps. That's not a box number. 12 craps. That's a loser. 2 losers for the pass line better. 7, that's a winner for the pass line better. And there's a 6 easy. All right, so they're going to mark the 6, game on. Now we can do our 66 inside. So there's 50, 65. We can give them exact change this time, 66. We'll set that aside. We'll set up your bets. And we are ready to go. So again, $15 5 and 9, $18 6 and 8. We're looking for half, one of the dice combos out of the half, okay, out of the 18. That wasn't one of them. 5 will work, 5 will work. 15, I already need some more red. That's how good we're doing so far. All right, 15's I'm going to pay 21. Dealer, place my 4 and 10. Pull back the dollar. Now we've got all these combos. 24, I think is what I said, right? And not going to happen. There's the 7. Now remember, we did put more money on the table, but we initially only had 66 at risk. We pulled back 1. So this shooter, we lost a total of $65. Not ideal. We only got 1 hit though. We needed 2 for this strategy to work. And that's going to happen sometimes. Puck will go off. We'll try it again. All right, the shooter picked 2 good dice. Off he goes. 6 easy, 6 easy. Again, there's 50. 65. 66 to the dealer. Dealer inside for 66. Set up, ready to go. Dice off the table, no roll. I'll just go ahead and grab that because I can reach it. Here we go. There's an 8, 8 easy. So our 18 is going to pay 21. Dealer, place the 4 and 10. Collect the $1. Okay, we're still not out of this. We got to hit it one more time. There it is, 6 hard. That's the point hit. Okay, 18 again pays 21. Dealer, take me down to 44 inside. So this all comes back out to the player. And we can get set up here. There we go. 44 on the inside numbers. We did hit the point, so the puck's going to go off, or the game's going to go off. But we, for this shooter, again, have locked in that $20 profit. And we're looking for a new point. All right, we're back on the 6. And here we go. There's an 8. So $12 is going to pay 14. And I'm going to be aggressive. So dealer press. Press means double. So we're going to take that $12 bet up to $24 bet. Now we'd love to hit it again, but we'll see what happens. There's a 4 easy. We're not on the 4 and 10 right now. I could have spread out to those numbers if I wanted to. There's the 5. So again, 10 is going to pay 14. Each 5 pays 7, so we'll get paid 14. And this time I'm going to collect. So I'm going to do a press and then collect. So we'll collect this time. You don't want to keep pressing and pressing and pressing and never collect. So you got to kind of make your decision when you want to collect. There's the 4 hard. At this point we're wishing we were on it. And there's the 7. So at least we got 1 collection out of it. So these are going to come down. Puck's going to go off and the game's over. We're still looking for that long roll, but we're not doing too bad. All right, here we go. New shooter coming out. 7 on the come out. It's a winner for the pass line. 7, 11 is a winner. 2, 3, and 12 is a loser for the shooter. All right, there's the 8. All right, 50, 65, 66 to the dealer. Four hard. We don't have the 4 yet. We got to hit an inside number. And 7. So all 66 comes down. So remember, we've lost 66 twice. And we've won, you know, 20 bucks like twice. And then we won an extra 15. So overall, we're definitely down a little bit. But again, we're just looking for kind of that, it doesn't even take a long roll, just kind of like a medium roll. All right, new shooter, here we go. 10 the hard way, 10 hard. That'll be our new point. Again, 50, 65, 66 to the dealer. Clean up my mess back here. And here we go. Yo 11. It's the wrong half of the dice combos. There's a 12. Those are hard to hit in 11 and 12, but this is a game of chance. There's a 6 easy. There we go. So 18 will pay 21. Dealer, place my 4 and 10 for $10 each. They'll go ahead and do that. And whoops, I shot it off the table. I'll grab that later. But that one goes in your rack. And here we go. 4 the hard way. We've got the 4 now. So 10 is going to win 18. Dealer, take me down to 44 inside. This is key. So we collect that. This all goes out to the player. And now we've hit 2 numbers. We have, for this shooter, $17 profit. And we're going to have $44 inside working for us. So now it's time to make some money. But we gotta roll some more numbers. 10 the hard way. So the puck's gonna go off. When this is off, our bets are off. Now that's by default. You can always ask the dealer, hey, I'd like to turn my bets on, and this will override the default of the game. You know, there's some pros and cons. Mathematically, it doesn't make a difference. Some people say, hey, it's a wasted roll. Some people, there's reasons, but by default, these bets are off. So we'll just ride it that way. 8, see, we missed out. Well, that could have been a winner. All right, but we're on the 8, puck's on, our bets are on. Here we go. Yo, 11. There's that 8-point hit right back. So 10 is going to pay, oh, I need some more ones here. It's going to pay 14, and again, I'm going to press the first time. So you're going to get $2 back, and we're going to press it up to 24, but we hit our point, so puck goes off. So maybe another wasted roll. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, on the 9, in this case, it was a wasted roll. But our bets are on now. Here we go. Looking for that 8. There's the 10. We don't have the 10 yet. There's the 8. Very good. And that's the number we pressed up. So our 24 is going to win 28. This time we're just going to collect it. That was a big win for us. Next hit, we'll go ahead and press. We're not going to do anything. There's the 7, but we got that good payday out of that one. So these are going to come down. Still looking for that long roll. That one was okay. We'll try this again. Here we go, coming out. 4, easy 4. Mark the 4. 50, 65, 66. Dealer, give me the inside numbers. They'll take that, set it aside. Then they'll set up your bets. And we are ready to go. Inside number shooter, yo 11. That's outside. We want to go inside. 8, easy 8. There we go. 18 pays 21. Dealer, place my 4 and 10. Collect $1. One more hit. There's a 12. One more hit on a box number. Not these numbers. The only numbers left are the 2, 3, 11, 12, and then the bad number. But we've got the good numbers. There's the 2. There's the 12 again. Very unlikely to see that, but it happens sometimes. You never know. 6, easy. There we go. So 18. Let me grab some more red. It's going to pay 21. And dealer, take me down to 44 inside because that is our second hit. So this will come out to the player. And we will just spread this out a little bit. So we have 44 inside, $10, $12, and we are in prime position to make some money because we've locked in a profit, and now we just want to win more money. More money. Yo, 11. 4, easy 4. Point hit. So the puck's going to go off. Temporarily, the game's off for place bettors. There's the 8, easy. Puck's back on. There's a 9, so 10 is going to pay 14, and I'm going to press, dealer press, that means double, so 10 is going to go to 20. I'll collect a couple whites. Dice off the table, no roll, just going to grab a new one. Yo, 11. 4 easy. Come on, shooter. We got half the combos. Roll us one of them. 3, okay. Dice are not listening to me today. There's the 9. There we go. So 20 is going to win 28. Hey, I'm going to collect. That's a good win. Next time we'll press 6. So 12 will pay 14. Dealer press, so we'll get 2, and that bet's going to go to 24. 6 and 9 is what we want to see. There's a 2. There's the 9. There we go. So again, our 20, I need some more ones, is going to pay 28. I pressed last time, so again, this time I'm collecting them green chips. Here we go. Yo 11. And maybe if I hit the 6 or 9 next time, maybe I'll spread out to the 4 and 10 just so I have more dice combos. There's the 10. There's the 6. So that's a good one. So we're going to get paid 28. Dealer, let's go ahead and cover that 4 and 10 for 10 each. So they're going to keep the 25, give you 5 back, and we're going to cover. We're going to go ahead and spread out to the numbers. We're hoping this is our big roll. And so we press. Next hit, we're just going to collect. If we can get one of these combos. There's a 3. It's not going to help us. There's the 8-point hit. 12 will pay 14. I'm going to go ahead and pay out 15 for 1 just because I decided I'm collecting that hit. Next one I'll press. Puck goes off. There's the 8. We're back on the 8. Game's on. Bets are on. Yo 11. There's a 9. Let's see, I collected, so this time I'm going to press. So 20 is going to pay 28. You don't always have to press the number that hits, so I could press another number. So maybe let's press the 5 this time. Dealer, give me a $25 5. So we'll pull back 10, put 25 on that 5. Again, it's really up to you, because remember, after the first 2 hits, you're running risk-free. So we got great bets on the 5, 6, and 9. Here we go. I'm going to collect this next one. There's a 4. 10 is going to pay 18. I'm going to pay out 20 for 2, just because I have so many reds or whites over my rack. Collected. Next one I'll press. There's a 5. So 25 is going to pay 35. You don't always have to do a full press. You could do a partial press. So full press would take that to 50. But maybe I only want to press a little bit. So I can, hey dealer, give me a $25 9. Make them both at the green. So here we go. So that's 25, but we're pulling back $20, $30 into our rack. And we've increased our bet a little. All right, so that was a press. This roll will collect if we can hit another number. There's the 9. So 25 will pay 35. So again, really flexible. Press a little bit, press a lot, just collect. There's the 12. There's the 9 again. 25 is going to pay 35. This time, dealer, give me a $30 6 and 8. So we're going to need, there's 30, and we'll go, there's 20, 25, 30. So there's 30. So this is coming back out to the player. So about $10 or so. And we can clean that up a little bit. Oh, we're doing great here. Yo 11, we don't have that number. And 7 out, so that's going to end the hand. We lost over, let's see, 100, 10, 20, 30, but hopefully we've won a good amount here. So puck's going to go off, and let's go ahead and count this up. I remember I threw that 1 white chip off the table, so there's the white chip back. We started with 500, there's 1, there's 2, there's 500, there's our buy-in, so we do have a little bit of a profit here. 90, 94. $594, $94 profit, and that is the spread 66. We see how the 66 spread graphed out in Dicer.io. Now with this build in Dicer, after the regression, it just programmed to same bet. So it actually finished up at 554, which is a little below what I ended up in the live roll at 594. So my press moves added an extra $30. So sometimes it works out. Sometimes same betting is just better. Let's go ahead and add in our standards and see how it compares. And that's again with today's live rolls, the 3-point Molly, the 3-point Dolly, and the Hedgehog. And off they go, and it looks like it's very close. Well, with my pressing, the 66 spread did the best, but the Molly's right there at 560. The Hedgehog lost a little at 490, and the Dolly was in last place at 340. Now this is the third video in my series of $66 strategies, so let's go ahead and add some of the earlier ones. We have the Skill 66 and the Beginner 66, and let's see how they compare using today's exact rolls. Now obviously they're all going to track very closely, and the winner by a very small margin, Skill 66, and then the Beginner 66 in today's strategy actually finished up in last, but they all, did that pretty decent profit. Of course, because we had that big roll there at the end. Let's go ahead and throw our standard back in there, and then we'll run some random number generated shooters and see how it stacks up with a few rolls. So this is running at 10 shooters. It looks like the 3-point Molly wasn't the way to go. The 3-point Dolly had a huge lead at one point, but they all finished up just about the same with I don't even know if they made a profit, very close to breaking even for those 10 shooters. Let's go ahead, another random 10 shooters. This time the Hedgehog was in first, followed by the 3-point Molly, and it looks like the Dolly, and then our 66 strategies falling behind a little bit, but they all finished above 400. Big lead for the Dolly. It ends up top, then the Hedgehog, and the other 4 strategies bunched up around the 350 to 400 mark. Another random 10 number generated shooters. The Dolly does poorly. The 3-point Molly way up there over 1,000. The 66 strategies all over 600, and the Hedgehog looks like it broke even. So there you go. As you can see, no matter what strategy you play, it kind of just depends on how those dice roll. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.